time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on second down. Gabriel, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This is the tight end fan. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Gabriel. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to, and that's caught inside the 35. 33 yards that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Gabriel. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to throw. Gabriel. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Tampa. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gabriel, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, 40 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Gabriel. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And the Browns first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Gabriel. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. Going deep here for Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. His big game continues. Already has his 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Being chased out left. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. On first down, he'll drop to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
44, Mike, 44. Check back. Check 24.
Throwing again. Gabriel. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, tight down. There you go. 44 to Mike. Check. So we got man. 44, Mike. Watch the curl. Go, 44's to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Gabriel. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
44's Mike. Check. I'm here all day.
On first down, Gabriel. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Watch the block, motion, block. Slam.
From from the gun. Gabriel. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Gabriel. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the third time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Again, it's Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some team.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good hurdle. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. This is caught. Watkins. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 39 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Dolphins 9.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the whip. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
General West.
Go ahead. Roy.
Milage. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They'll run here with Milage, and he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Kill. Turn up.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We ain't beginning. Regular. Hey, Echo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Left. Hey, shift.
Hey, alert 3. Bang.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Fitzpatrick now. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yo, kill! There you go, get down.
56. In your face.
A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time.
Right there, 56. Nice, sweetheart.
Left.
Shoot, watch the shoot.
They run it with Balaj. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
52 and 56. 52 and 56.
56.
Hey, Alpha. 35.
Check 56. Right here. Check 3.
Go ahead.
Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Check 43.
Hey, color.
Check right 54. Right 54.
Kill.
Watch the ball.
Go ahead. Strong.
Pop. He's checking.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, 47 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. That's complete to Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-lib.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On 2nd and a yard. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. They come out here in the eye. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And McCoy's going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, shift. Hey, 5-0. Bravo.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Let's go.
Kill.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go. Do it.
first down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on a first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, as the first half is winding down, as they are able to cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
52.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
Final play of the half. Fitzpatrick flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 70 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum may be changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And here's where I'm perfectly happy to defer to my analyst and let him analyze this one.
I don't get it.
That's the analysis?
That's the analysis. I don't get it. I mean, you're on the other side of midfield. Maybe. But a fake punt way down here, you want analysis? Ridiculous.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Fitzpatrick. He finds Perine out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Yeah, baby. Feel it.
Go ahead.
Now Balaj. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Jeff, go Jeff.
Right back to him on first down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Regular, regular.
Check forward, check forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
56, right there, 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the shift, watch the shift.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Get that quarterback.
Hey, shift, shift. PPP.
D-line, get that quarterback.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Yeah.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, and even 40 yards. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Kill. Tron.
Watch the twist.
Watch it.
Fitzpatrick to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Check 9. Go ahead.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the
Gonna
back.
go 5-0 here.
Here's Fitzpatrick. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was there.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
80 weapons.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Back, back, back.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Blue Dan, blue Dan. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Keep dribbling, keep dribbling.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And some room to work. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 68 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Suckum, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Check.
180.
Check. 55. Come on. I got him. Alert 3.
Kill, kill. Jeff, go, Jeff.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 64 yards.
Check. Check. Check.
PPP.
55. Check. 55. Mike.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check, check.
Come on, come.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, we got you.
On second and a couple, Fitzpatrick
Kill, kill, kill.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Quick dash, quick dash. Go, go. Hey, look.
Christian, travel. 52 and 56, 52 and 56. Jim.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Regular.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Check 3. Check 3.
Go ahead.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kalen Balaj taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Pilot, 64, weak.
You got tape. You got
You're out.
check. Lucky.
5.
A first down carry for Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill.
Check 37. Hey, Sam on. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Hey, Delta. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers.
3rd and 7.
Look at me. Zipper.
Shit.
Hey, Haywood.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready. 8, read.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
5-2 is the Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go. Check your hot read. Alert flare.
General West.
Check 31.
Gone. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 52. Leo. Now.
They keep it with Henry on And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Slam, slam. Look, squeeze. Tighten up.
Ready.
Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
55, 20, 34. Jeff, go Jeff. Hey, wahoo!
6 down. Check 6 down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker.
Fitzpatrick's pass complete to Devontae Parker. A gain of 15. First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Here we go.
Mike, right 80.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Fitzpatrick eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those 2 teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well, Deshaun Watson, that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
7.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
5-0. Go ahead.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards on the ground. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
There you go. Get down.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Going deep for Walker. This is caught, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker, 46 yards, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succa, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 99. Go ahead. Hey, check right, check right. Watching your guard.
Wait. 34. Regular.
Joker.
Left.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check nickel.
On the side.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
218, chopper.
My 52. Yo. Kill. Begin.
Hard. Let go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
22 jet bomber.
Check.
Roll out.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 52. Danny. Shoot.
6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Watch twist.
Topper, topper. It's a safety creep. Ready, ready.
They'll run on first down. Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up a third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Breaks a tackle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing him.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it out to the 46. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch 52.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, box drop.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. 49 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo. Check.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
80 weapon. Go. Fire.
Again, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Ready?
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And Walker has it. And he's got this down to the 35. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check the backer.
Greystone travel.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hey, orbit.
52's the mic. Rabbit.
Throwing now, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 35 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.